everyone. My name is Hristina Jovanksa, and I will be presenting transport cybersecurity. In transport cybersecurity, I'll be covering physical security and hauling, maritime, automotive, and aviation transport. So for me, I'm a first time in live session, so you guys bear with me if I have a little bit small issues about it, and I thank also the organizers for helping me out. Lydia, next slide, please. Today I'm representing my college, Ivy Tech Community College, that offers more than 70 degrees programs and certification. Also, we have different leaderships and programs in clubs. Also, we have next level job programs. And basically what we have, it's not new, but actually it's been there for a while. We have free classes offering on our campuses a need-based student. We also have Valpo Ivy Tech Women Cybersecurity Chapter and Cyber Gladiators. Valpo and Ivy Tech Women in Cybersecurity Chapter went live on December 13 of 2019 nationwide. So we are first and only active Women Cybersecurity Chapter in Northwest Indiana in the United States. Also, we have Cyber Gladiators who are really they actually go on competitions, and we also both are a chapter and gladiators. We both connected, and we work side by side with any competitions, or we have events. Unfortunately, our agenda was really big, but with the pandemic, with the COVID-19 pandemic, everything changed. Like we see now, we're going into the stages. So I hope everything goes back to normal, so we could go back to our campuses and actually interact with everybody. But Valpo and Ivy Tech Valpo Ivy Tech Women in Cybersecurity Chapter, there's a wonderful ladies working also on the agenda, and also we got impacted by COVID-19 also, and the meetings we're supposed to have now, they're Zoom meetings. We actually attend at least once a month along with the Cyber Gladiators. That's what I think will be all for introducing my community college. Lydia, can you go on the next slide, please? For those who I believe they don't know about Cyber Ops Associate Program. It's a new program for cyber professionals, actually previously known as a Tier 1 Alert Analyst. Cyber Ops Associate Program launched in Valparaiso campus in Ivy Tech in summer 2020, where I was one of the students who actually first attended the class during the summer. And actually, it's escalated our expectation. Now we also have people line up to sign up for the class, which is really amazing, and outpouring feedback. We have people that are interested. So I want to tell every young woman, young generation today, that if they want to, they are passionate about it, they could do some research, and they want to, if they like it, they could sign up for class. And the wait probably is going to be, and it'll take a while till you get there, but you'll get there. The main thing about when I got into the program was like, I'm going to introduce the physical security. For every security is always processes, people, and technology. So the processes to go smoothly, we need people, and people to manage to do all these projects, for the stakeholders, we need technology also. And also I want to mention somebody, probably most of you in cybersecurity will know about the SIA triad. We study about it. That's the confidentiality, integrity, and availability, do not to be confused with Central Intelligence Agency. Thank you. And let's go along with another slide, please. Next is risk management. When we talk about risk management, we talk about overall picture of trying to minimize the risk beforehand. That's installing intrusion detection system. And with intrusion detection system, actually we're going to be able to see if somebody get into the system, into the access point. I will really point out that every company or ports or every authority over there to have their access point actually within vicinity of the company, because if there's a parking lot and all these other areas surrounding the buildings, actually someone could just simply sit down in the parking lot and open a computer, and all these they have all these gadgets, and they could catch up the wireless the access point, and actually they could get into the system and do malware, spyware, they could do anything. The next one is restrict permission on a monthly or weekly basis as needed. We're talking about the restrictions that some personnel, I call it from A to Z, from receptionist to shipment. We have to see, we have to study a lot, actually data analysis to see what's going on out there, who input we have every day in their workplace. So for example, myself, if I work in some company, actually probably I will go unintentionally sometimes to some other application that I unknowingly went there, and actually that somebody actually records it. That's the login. I'll actually record that, and for next time I will not going to be able to go in, and I'm not going to ask why, because I know probably I made a certain mistake. The next one is study employee behavior, which is really important for every company today when it comes to transportation, for logistics, actually aviation, automotive, everything, what every transport involved. Actually, we have to look out for. We say happy employee, happy employer, or CEO. The thing is about the behaviors is like we have to actually study the body language, study the person. We have to know if the person actually has any issues. We have to address and bring it up to attention before something else accelerate actually. Probably you guys are wondering about artichoke layer. That's the layer like when the person who actually the hacker wants to attack the company's cyber infrastructure, IT department, any sorts of kind. So actually, what it basically does, it's just that's the layer. Actually, it breaks all the actually provides the support for the environment and the security, because, and also within that, it's the honeypot, which is actually that's the main thing, where it's like a how to say like a cover when the whoever wants to attack the company's network actually goes in there. It's like an undercover network. It's like a firewall. It's a firewall within the firewall, which is actually when the attacker goes into that firewall, it won't be able to go into the. It's like a mask. I don't know how to say it properly, but it's like a backup plan for the network. Um, Also, we have mandatory meetings and training session, which is really important. I will advise probably on a 2-week basis, or brush offs like on mornings or something, like not to be like too harsh, like on a, because we don't have time today, and today's time is so precious, so we trying to just um, mention to employees what's at stake and out there, and make sure that everyone is happy with the outcome. And the training sessions, we have to make sure the employee well trained to see what's going on out there on their screens, and make sure they actually report it first time basis, because as soon as we have the report earlier, so you could mitigate the attack earliest as possible, so it doesn't have an impact on the company. Regular system updates. When I say regular system update, that means update on your system regularly. You say update, update, and update. Vulnerability scans, log analysis, and so on and so forth. Log analysis, it's really important, which is I was fortunate to attend National Science Foundation Security Summit, which we had a workshop for log analysis, and I was really excited about how much information actually log analysis could provide you and provide the company to see what's out there, what's been going on out there. Next is in case of incident, gather intelligence. So we go with the 4 famous W's: who, when, what, and where. That's about it, because when you have to know who, you have to find out who did it, and when, and what, and where. I think that should be for this slide. Lydia, let's go to the next one. I managed to put up some information on GPS system. We're talking about physical security. Can you zoom in a little bit more? Just a little. I'll get my glasses. So the other side with the GPS timeline. Just yeah, thank you. I managed to pull up some information about the birth of GPS, which is, of course, within our U.S. military, developed GPS tracking for the submarines 1960s. Then in 1983, after the Korean Air tragedy, GPS tracking is declassified for public use. It was classified before that, but then after all these incidents happened with airplane tragedies, then everything was disqualified and went to public use. Also, we have 1990s, we have innovation engineers work to improve size, cost, and accuracy of GPS tracking, which is really amazing at that time. And then we'll go to the future. Hot trend include the mobile-based GPS, which was introduced in 2017, and 2000, when internet age was more into the society, supporting technologies such as smartphone emerge, and now we could simply a touch of your phone, you could get your GPS and run it, and you could go on the road without using any GPS, other GPS devices, which is really important for today digital world. And I have, can you unzoom please, Lydia? And I also have the little photo of the satellite and how the GPS navigation works on the other side. Next slide, please. Next slide, we have a hauling, which is I was fortunate to in my family I have people who actually work in hauling, and with the pandemic outbreak and we actually had a shortage of necessities. So actually, companies they hire drivers to work. They're out there on the roads 24/7 to make sure we have all the necessities on our shelf. And I want to thank them for that. They did an amazing job, outstanding job over there, providing us with all the necessities that we need and make sure that in our stores at a timely manner. With that comes also the security. Actually, comes to security, which I found out that actually they had a checkpoints on every state to check for their lockers on their trucks, make sure they're locked properly, and also they use a GPS tracking system and locks, and also we have the main thing also the bridges um, cameras where most of the bridges they have CCTV cameras to capture and license plate scanners. Also, I want to point out that with the hauling, the minute the cargo leaves the premises to the point that the destination, everything is connected. So any other turnarounds or is there traffic going on, the person who drives the vehicle has to report to the dispatcher unless something else happened, loss of connection and no service or anything like that. So at that point, if the driver in the vehicle doesn't contact dispatchers or any other personnel in the logistic department, then we consider it as a hijack. Then it's then we have to call the stakeholders, whoever is involved in the project. Everyone needs to be everyone needs to be called and let them know what's what's this at stake over there and solve the situation in a properly manner. Other than that, we have a smart now, as we know, we have IoT trucking, which is connected pretty much like connected trucking these days. And I think that everybody who is in the business probably we probably lost so much money in these couple of years of theft. So that's why the GPS system was more in effect. It's effective in certain point, but hackers actually found out the time to get into the system and manage to do any kind of attacks. But within the scope of the vehicle, they could be probably install so many GPS devices, and some devices actually I don't know if we have a new devices coming up which they're gonna be undetectable in any circumstances. I hope they will in the future. That'll be it for the hauling, I believe. And can we have the next slide, please? Maritime. With maritime, I include everyone who actually I also have in my list. Coast Guard. I want to thank the Coast Guard for doing a wonderful job protecting our national. Working with UK Canadian authorities to protect the international waters as well. Also Navy. I thank them also for their outstanding job, tremendous work out there, working 24/7 to protect our, our waters too. Ports. When we talk about ports, we are talking about. Yesterday, I was fortunate to watch the session where Jose talking about ports security, and I I taught myself that it involves a lot of work, and I admire those people that actually put in their time and lives out there to protect the ports and make sure they run smoothly as they can, especially with the pandemic. When the outbreak struck, actually everybody was um, we had to do something about it. So we make sure that everyone was taken care of, and as long as the cargo ships and cruise ships also, but then the passengers, like it said that a lot of passengers they were coming out, they're sick also, and they need to be taken care of and working hand in hand with the hospitals and other emergency services. They managed to run the situation smoothly so everyone could get taken care of. Also, we have the port control towers, which probably they could be also target to attacks on the. Uh, they could be always like someone could trying to get a control of the traffic and put a ransomware, which is I didn't hear yet, but it's always out there someone who trying to steal information and make sure. But with the physical security and with network security also, we have to watch out for, like I said, we have to do risk management like everything else. During the maritime Coast Guard, they have their signals, their radars, and Navy also ports. They have the excellent. They do excellent monitoring. I didn't mention oil rigs. Oil rigs also they have a big impact on our oil industry. They need. They also have. I think they also have to have the CCTV cameras installed and all mostly probably now everything is digitalized too, because when my dad was working for Shell company, he said that's what they're lacking about their extra security they needed for the extra eye, we call it, to see what's going on out there. Where is somebody trying to break in or something? I think this should be it for this slide. Lydia, can you go to next one? Aviation. When it comes to aviation, I could say that the moment the traveler goes into the airport to the moment he gets on the plane and land on the destination, there's so much security going on from TC agents, extra security. We have different biometrics. We have body cameras, body scanners also, luggage scanners, and CCTV cameras. When it comes to body scanners and integral part and everything, like from to biometrics also, and excuse me, actually the air also well, mostly I didn't hear anything like about the air traffic control towers being hacked in a while, so I hope it won't happen. So TCA, we have extra security also with the TCA agents and security, and we also have like biometrics, and we have the body scanners. Actually, they help in a way, but the other part is luggage scanners. We have to make sure there's any other, actually, any other items present in the luggage that is going to pose like a security threat. And CCTV cameras, all these, I think the hackers could actually get into CCTV cameras also, but manage, I think in the aviation, probably the IT departments, they do a good job and they mitigate the certain attacks they have, which is happens um, near outage, when outage happens, actually, they're trying to minimize the risk to not get any information, any videos, any sensitive information like names, credit card numbers from the passengers. They hope that is not going to happen in the future, which we're not going to see it probably. Can you go to the next slide, please? Next, we have smart cars. Lydia, can you enlarge the white section, please? So we have fast development connected cars today. We have a first generation OnStar cars where we have, can you zoom it up a little bit more by the generation? A little bit more. Zoom. Okay, for the first generation, we have also, we have OnStar. We have, then we have for second generation. Can you zoom up a little bit more because I can't see the small letters? Just zoom in a little bit more.
Sorry, that's as far in as it zooms.
It doesn't zoom anymore?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So we have first generation, then we have second generation. We have in the third generation and future innovation of connected cars. So when we talk about connected cars today, we talk about the cars that actually connected to internet, and when they need to go to like the other cars to for oil change, these cars actually need to update the software on a regular basis and a certain mileage of the driving point. That smart cars actually are the newest endeavor for the hackers. So actually any person who has who wants to get into the car, they could sometimes they could not easily. It depends on the firewall it's installed in the car and all these in the also, they could attack the GPS system, and the car is pretty much it's digital. It's computerized. Now we have also cars that run on their own, like smart self-driving cars, which is a really interesting part. And I hope the automotive industry actually goes beyond that, and we could see a little bit more. But with that, also there's vulnerabilities to go on the road and have that. Car driving that car and you don't want someone to take over, so that's why we have to do the updates, and we have GPS tracking devices which is track the movement of the car if it's stolen, or you could actually call the company and tell them that your car has been stolen, and you see a movement on your smartphone that your car has been taken off from parking lot and it's driving in that direction. So the company who has the security runs the security on the car actually is going to manage to work with the satellite and actually stop the car and also and then it'll be taken care of after whatever happens. Then it'll take measure to the person who actually hijacked the car. I think for now I'm okay with smart cars. Can we go to the next slide, please? Next slide, please. Sorry. Next slide is a really good quote. Can you enlarge just a little? Yeah, thank you. We have I have actually pretty nice quote from United States General Accounting Office describing this as the control environment sets the tone of the organization, influencing their control consciences. Just to zoom a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Control consciences of its people in the it is the foundation for all other components of internal control. Can you move a little bit more? Providing the environment factors include integrity, ethical values, and competence of entities, people, and the management philosophy and operating style, and the way management can you move up a little bit? Assigns and organizes and develops its people. It's a really nice quote from the U.S. State General Accounting Office. And the final point is always to be prepared ahead of time. Preparedness is always good, and in case of incident, actually we have to know probably beforehand what's going on, so we could actually know what's at stake out there and let know the stakeholders, notify the stakeholders for any other issues out there for the project.